Hello guys, another interesting video today. It's been a long time I've not posted on my channel, and I'm really sorry about that. The purpose was that because I kind of had a lot of difficulties, and with the coronavirus pandemic it's kind of difficult, having an income, taking care of yourself and all the rest. So that is why I decided to come today so that we can talk about what will happen to this channel. Of recent, my channel usually posts about free internet, downloading movie, downloading games. Now I want to change my direction of how I post things, I do things. So I'll go to that angle of I'll be making videos on programming. See, so I will be making videos on programming. These tutorials will talk about programming in a certain language called Python. Now, why the sudden change? So the sudden change in me changing to programming direction is because I want to help my channel grow faster and to give relevant information at the right time. And right now, for me, it seems like programming is really one of the hottest topics to talk about because many people want to learn how to code and want to understand how programming works, the pros and the cons, how to learn programming, how to code, how many languages do you have to learn. All those questions will all be answered from now henceforth. So this video is like a brief breakthrough about how the program is going to be like. So from this video you get a taste of what some of my upcoming videos will be like. So first up, what is Python? Python is a programming language which was designed especially to take care of automation of tasks, do things like data science, machine learning, deep learning, and more. And one thing I like about Python is that it's an easy language to learn and understand. You don't need to have an IQ of 200 plus before you can learn Python. Anybody can learn Python. So you can study Python to become a web developer or a data scientist, or you do it to code applications using machine learning. That means you train the computer to work to do stuff for you, and the computer actually learns from the data you give it to it. So there are many things you can do with Python. So let us test something. Today we are going to see how you can be your first Python app. It's true we'll not go into details about what is going on, what application I'm using, but it's just to show you a glimpse of the detailed explanation videos I'll give you. So the code editor I use here is called Wing. Wing is an IDE. IDE simply means integrated development environment. So that is an environment for coding. You can build, debug, compile, run virtual environments, run Django projects, and so on. And at its loading, I want to mention this point. Python too can be used for web development as a backend server-side language. What do we mean? Like for example, when you're creating a website and no, when you're logging into your website and the website is able to recall your password, recall your username or your email address, all that process, the talking to the back end, that is what I want to teach you. I will teach you all that stuff from scratch. Alright, so like any other programming language, they have their syntax, how the language is being written. So Python has a simple way syntax is quite simple. It's not difficult to understand. So when you get the mastery of the Python syntax, it is quite easy to continue to build a lot of projects with it. Now, what makes Python so different from other languages? Python is easy. The language is easy to understand. Like a language like Java or C, those languages are closer to machine code, especially C. C is closer to machine language. So you can imagine it's kind of quite tough to learn it as for a beginner who has no idea of even how computers works well. But with Python, Python makes the syntax as easy as possible for you to learn. Take for example, if you want to print a simple message in the console, let me show you where my console is. All right. So take for instance, you want to print a message in the console. Let me get where my console is, and I draw it there. So my console is here. This is my console. Oh, let me select a good tool so you guys can see it well. This is where my console is. This area which says the debug I/O. So it says it's not debugging process yet because I haven't launched any script to run. So right now we want to write a simple program that says print hello. You should say hello world. And with Python to simply do that, it's easy. You simply, let me add the font size. You simply say print curly braces open, curly brackets open, and quotes open and close, and you simply write hello world. When you do that, you just simply press the run button and you click OK, and boom, this is it here. Hello world in the command in the terminal. It's simple. And now, one good thing about Python is it is also very easy to calculate stuffs with Python. For example, as you'll be dropping more tutorials about Python, you'll see something like this. From the Python's own, how can I put it? From the Python's own shell or its command line for Python, you can directly run a single command per line, and it gives you the output directly. And Python is easy to calculate. For example, let's do 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1, 2. Let me add the size of this so that we see it bigger. Alright, so you see 1 plus 1, we have here 2. We say 5 plus 5 plus 1, 5 plus 5, sorry about that, 5 plus 5, you have 10. I can do a whole lot of stuff just by having a command line interface. Take for example, let's do one exercise before we round up with this video. This is just to wake up your appetite to see what the amazing stuff you'll be learning. So supposingly I want to calculate the age of somebody. I want to take, let's say I want to get the age of a certain user from my comment section or any person from a website. So I can simply write a program that actually gets the person's name, asks the person's name, sends him a message, then tells him or her that how old is the person, and the program actually gives the person the date he or she was born. Isn't that cool? Let's write it. So first, we will want to store the data we get from the person inside what we call a variable. Don't worry about all those terms. You'll get the meaning in the courses becoming. This is just an introduction to wake your appetite. So let's say name of person, and we save it as an input. An input is used to get data from someone, and we say what is your name, and let us print this and say, excuse me, say hi name of person. Good. Now let us run and see what we have. Oh, sorry, gotta put a space here. All right, and let's run this. What is your name? I'll say VenomRaiders. Hi VenomRaiders. Pretty cool, right? Now we want to get the date of birth of that person. So what do? We create another variable. We say date of birth, and we want to take an input. We should ask the date. Oh, sorry, we won't ask the date of birth. We are asking the user to give us his age. So now let's run our program. So we should run our program, and whatever output we should get, it should give us the age of that person. So let's run. What is your name? So I'm going to say my name is John. We're just using the name for using sake. Hi John, how old are you? Let's say I'm 40 years. Now, there is a problem here. It says we can't concatenate string, not int, to string. So everything here is in a string, but we are trying to concatenate it into a string. So we have converted all of this into an integer, but we want to put the final answer into a string. So we will just have to use the string method. When we put this into a string, that solves our problem. That was a deliberate error, so don't worry about it. So you can see that programming is full of mistakes. You can make errors and you need to fix them. So let's run the code again one more time. We still use the same name. My name is John. How old are you? I'm 40 years old. And boom, it says, hi John. Oh, you are 80 years old. Sorry, you were born. Silly me. Made this foolish error there. You were born. So let me adjust that. You were born. You were born in. I'm sure this one should have no use. Yep, that should be it. So we can run our program again, and now hopefully no errors. Alright, so what's your name? John. How old are you? 40 years. And boom guys, here you go. Let me add the window. You see the answer yourself. It says 1980. And if you want to confirm that, guys, you can take your calculator, but I'm serious, this is the perfect answer because actually Python can calculate perfectly well. So we have just built a simple program on how to calculate just the age of a person, the date of birth of a person, from the input the user gave us, that is just his age. So this is just a simple basic program, but as a beginner it is good for you to get used to with this so that when you start going to complex stuffs, it's easier for you to navigate there. So this is what we will be seeing in the next series of videos on the Python course. So please, I'll give the link in the description to an awesome book called Automate the Boring Stuff with Python. It's what has helped me down to date to continue practicing Python and learning more. So you can check the link in the description, and please, if you'd like to support my efforts, you can donate through my PayPal account or through my Bitcoin account. So thank you guys for watching this video, and I will hope to see you in the next courses for the Python. Share the link, share the link, subscribe, comment, and stay tuned for the next video. Bye bye.